Yo, hey, hello everybody. It is freezing around here, so yeah, little afternoon cup of coffee. Figured I'd stream for a little bit. I'm gonna be messing around with Iris, maybe doing some open source work on Prism. Yeah, let's hop in. Maybe we'll show off a little bit of show off some like stuff with Iris. I think that could be fun. Here, let's get a clean account going. And then suppose I should switch my scene here. Cool. So we got Composer Dev running. So this has got Horizon, the app server, assets, and Horizon and Reverb, and I already said all that. So yeah, and logs. So we've got everything going here with Composer Dev. Man, I get on stream and then I can't type. So we also have Postgres running. We have Redis running for both caching purposes and for the queue, because the way Iris works, it queues things up. So let's just let me grab a browser and send this over. Cool. So some cool stuff we got going on is I haven't showed off a lot of this actually. I haven't even like talked about most of it just because I've been super busy. Just with life and everything. My wife like 2.5 weeks ago slipped on some ice in the driveway and like shattered her ankle and had to have surgery for it. So it's just been like trying to take care of her, do a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah, it's been a madhouse. So I haven't talked about a lot of this stuff, but we're going to show it off because I think it's pretty cool. Some things we'll do here. We'll go to the settings. Let's take a look at proactive messages. These are on by default. Sorry, my puppy needs me. My puppy needs me. So proactive messages, right? We're going to allow Iris to initiate conversations with us and like reach out to us. There's some like quick actions around silencing, setting do not disturb boundaries. So we want to like, just do not disturb right now. Set quiet hours, which this is like pretty good quiet hours. Like I wake up at 6:30, so maybe like 6 o'clock and Iris can reach out with something to start the day. So let's go ahead and save the boundaries, and then we can kind of look at guidance and logs. So under heartbeat guidance, these are kind of our guidance around proactive messaging. So what we can add here is check-ins. So like, yeah, morning check-ins. Let's see, I'd like to get a message. We got a message from you. I don't know. That sounds fair. Because we'll have like Google Calendar hooked up, right? So Iris has like context of your current events and everything. So like, I don't know, maybe that's good. I also have not been at my desk much, so I'm going from typing a lot of my MacBook to my split keyboard, which is a little jarring right now. Okay. Great. So we've got some guidance. Follow-ups. There's no follow-up scheduled yet, but this is when like Iris wants to schedule a follow-up to check back in on you or something. We'll experiment with that in a second here. And logs are all the decision paths around like the heartbeat and sending out like proactive messages. So this will give you like all the logging information that goes along with it. So this kind of like mix up proactive messages. Let's say so we're just going to ask Iris to schedule a follow-up like 10 minutes from now. So we should get a tool call and perfect. 223, that's, yeah, dead on. Sick. So if we now go over to follow-ups, we'll see we have a pending follow-up. We can see what time it's scheduled for. We can also create follow-ups that we want. Like checking after a therapy session or something. I don't know. Ideas, right? So now we have this. We can like filter by pending call completed. We have our routine check-ins and our morning check-ins. I don't have Google Calendar hooked up. I'm not going to walk through that right now. But that is set up right inside of here under connected services. You can connect your Google Calendar. So let's see, we have our follow-up. We'll see that proactive message come in. While that's working, right, let's test out citations. We'll show off like citations because this is something we just added support for as well. Let's check this out. And this is how I talk to Iris, like very casual, like I'm just chatting with a friend. We should see like a series of tool calls. Created some truths. Do more web page fetching. Oh man, okay. Oh man, this is kind of a bummer. This is a bummer that it's not using citations, and I'm not really sure how to like force it to use citations. Ah, it did cite sources. All right, great. All right, so maybe with web fetch it doesn't cite sources, but with web search it does, because we're getting plenty of sources cited now. And by the way, this is definitely like pulling like accurate information about everything too, right? Like, yeah, I've been developing for 20. I gave it my website, and I was looking for my next like role, and so I gave it like my like resume website or whatever, and so it just like gathered a ton of information about me. And then I don't know, I asked it to do more in-depth stuff to cite sources, and it like just web fetched again, but I don't know. So then we gave it like web search request, and so yeah, that works. That's deprecated, but like whatever. Yes, all right. So cool. We have sources cited now. So this is using Anthropic's source citing, which is using Prism source citing. So if Prism supports citations, that'll fall through like with the provider support all the way to the front end. So I know Anthropic supports that. That's what I use. I love Anthropic. So this is all like all of Iris is using Sonnet 4.5. I've got to upgrade to 4.6 soon, but haven't bit the bullet on that yet. So yeah, so we have citations now. So we're still a few minutes out from our follow-up. Yeah, we got like 4 minutes. Let's see if we have in the logs. Nothing yet. All right, so we're talking about proactive messages. We've got that going in the background with a follow-up. We talked about guidance. We talked about follow-ups. We'll see heartbeat logs in a minute. Citations cited. We did like citations cited. What am I talking? Citations. We talked about that feature. We saw some like different tool calls. What else have we added? We've added more things that I'm... This is a fun one. All right. Let's find a skill. We already have Agent Browser. Trying to figure out like what seems interesting, because like Remotion's super cool. I just don't know if it's... I guess we could do this. So I want to show off the fact that it like uses agent skills, and you can add really any of these and make use of it. Like, so many of these are like coding skills. Hi, baby. Like, super useful for like Claude Code, but we'll just, this is always a fun one. Let's see, what was it? All right, bet. We'll just do this. So we're going to add this skill, add it to the universal agent skills. Project was copied to all agents. All right, so we have like inside of .agents/skills/pinch tab, we now have a new pinch tab skill. I already have pinch tab installed because I was testing this out earlier, but this is always super fun to show off. So if we unfull screen this, we can go to Iris and say, oh, we should be getting a follow-up soon. So let's see if this comes through. That'd be super dope if it does. While we're like sitting here watching, that'd be real fun. So we know the follow-ups due. We don't have anything in the heartbeat logs yet. Oh, we have some truths. So cool. We can talk about this. Oh, these are pinned too. Interesting. I didn't know Iris could pin truths. I guess she can. So as it was doing research on me through the web search and web fetch skills, it came up with a bunch of new truths and created those. So we have like, I was at Geocodio, just like truths, facts about me. Oh, here we go. Proactive message system works. Great. So we have a different like little glow UI for proactive messages, right? Just to like give you some visualization into the fact that it was a proactive message. And so look, it was supposed to ping you at 225, some fashionably leave with 2 minutes, blah, blah, because it's a scheduled task, so it only runs like every 5 minutes or so. So it makes sense that it's a little late. Sick, yeah. Let's see, logs. Cool. And so if we go into the heartbeat logs, it'll now tell you like the decision on when to follow up, right? So if we go over to our follow-ups, we'll see the result was that it triggered a heartbeat. and the heartbeat message, if we go over to the logs, the heartbeat message was sent out, and it gives you the reasoning behind it, right? I explicitly followed up, explicitly asked to follow up. 10 minutes to test the messaging system. It's now at 12 minutes to the request, blah, blah, blah. So the direct test functionality requested. You want to see if it works. His preferences indicate hearing from me throughout the day. And then I'm not a bother. This is exactly the kind of check-in he kind of wants, plus testing specific feature. He asked for validation. Yeah, so it gives you like all the information. You can hop through, see the conversation, token counts and everything. And yeah, as we've been going along, right, we're building up our insights along the way. So we have like, you know, a core tenet of Iris is visibility, and like visibility into the system, and like the ability to understand kind of what's happening as the system works. So talk about memories. We have some memories that were extracted. We have truths that were created. Cool, Iris is like super hyped on the fact that that worked. Oh, something else we added was like visibility into the recalled context for each message. So these were truths that were semantically matched to be sent along as context inside of the system prompt, and we can see those inside of here. And again, the assistant message with all of those details. And if we go back to an earlier one, we can see detailed information about all the tools that were called along the way as well. So all right, so we got that in there. So we checked out proactive messaging. We did source citing. We agent skills. All right, so Iris is going to use the agent browser skill, and then we'll test pinch tab too. Cool. So it's kind of asking what we want to do here. And so what it did is it activated the agent browser skill. And so we've now added all the agent browser skill context to Iris's context. What's up, Pushpack? So yeah, we activated the skill. Then it's kind of asking what we want to do. I'll just give it my website, let Iris run on that. So now, after Iris activated that skill and now has that skill in her context, she knows how to shell out to use the agent browser command line tool to navigate the web and do all sorts of stuff. And it pulled a screenshot, which is super cool. That's one of the next things I need to do, or want to do, is give Iris the ability to grab images and send them off for like image recognition, or not like recognition, but like adding images from external sources to her context, just like you would if you like uploaded an image. So I gotta get to that piece, but it saved a screenshot, which is kind of cool. It's working smoothly. cool. So, and you can see that it saved a screenshot and like the argument for the shell command, which is like, yeah, agent browser take a screenshot. Just got like links and everything. So we should see Iris grab the pinch tab skill now and then use the shell commands as well. Oh, this is always neat. Ooh, it's having issues, but it's figuring it out. Okay, so this is kind of neat. It's calling a whole bunch of tools. It's trying to figure out what's going on. There's an issue running it. So the port's blocked, so it's gonna kill the process bound to the port and then probably start things back up again. I thought it was going to launch a browser instance and we were going to see it navigate around. So let's see what it compares. I had to do a comparison earlier today and it preferred Agent Browser. Cool. So pinch tab is better for continuous scraping, multi-tab workflows, token sensitive AI agents. Interesting. So it didn't really give us what's better or not. It just kind of like split the difference and told us like which one's a little bit better for this task versus the other task. But I mean, it's a pretty good example of using shell commands and using agent skills together, because we just watched Iris self-diagnose what was going on, why it couldn't launch pinch tab, and figured it out, fixed it, launched pinch tab, and tested it out. Like, that's pretty dope. Let's also let's test this out. Sorry, Pix. Do you want to come back up? That was rude of me. Do you want to come back up, baby? You want to come back up? I'm sorry. Here, you want back up, please? Okay. Yeah, baby. All right. I think heartbeat. Oh, hi. I think heartbeats are every 30 minutes, so we're not going to get that anytime. We're going to get that maybe soonish, because this follow-up triggered a heartbeat. But heartbeats regularly are scheduled per scheduled task every 30 minutes. All right. Oh, what? Okay. All right, so let's take a look at all the tools we have here. Honestly, I forgot the name of the tool, so we're just gonna have Iris list them all out. So we've got memory system tools, truth system tools, calendar tools to work with Google Calendar. Even though we have calendar disabled, the calendar tools still are there and registered, which maybe feels bad, but they're there for now. Follow up and proactive messaging. Delegate task. Sick. That's what it was. That's what I thought it was. I'm just gonna throw this at Iris and see what happens. So we'll talk through it once it gets started. I hope this works. This will be really cool if this works. Oh, sick. So far it's working. Oh no. So we have a problem. It delegated the task to an where'd it go? Where'd the button go? So again, it's a blue message, meaning it came from some sort of scheduled task. You know, it give a task, but we got this error that there's an unsupported event type. Let's go do this real quick. No, we are local. Also do I swear we just fixed this. Okay, so now we can see up here that it failed again. I forgot we gave the delegate agent more tools. Restart because so we need to restart Horizon. All right. think we're working now. So when there's an agent task running, so we saw delegate task, it delegated the task out with like success criteria and timeout, like maxed out the timeout, it looks like, and then what the task is. And so now we can keep chatting. This is like running in the background basically. If we look at like Horizon and pending jobs, we'll see this like sub agent task that's running. So, and then we can keep talking to Iris. Like we could, I don't really know what to say next, but like you can see it's running like shell commands. Ooh, it hallucinated. This should be interesting. What is it pulling in? Oh my god, cat, stop. Cat's trying to like roll around on my keyboard. Here, baby. The heck? I'm gonna open that. It hallucinated so much stuff. Oh my goodness. It's still going. Laricon, India. Dallas, Texas. No. PHP Tech Chicago. Yeah, that happened. Haven't spoke at EU. Didn't speak in Nashville. Oh man. It hallucinated so much stuff. But whatever. We can fix that with better prompting. But it's going to town. Let's kill that. Interesting task. Let's see what it has. got here? That's why. Oh, I'm sorry. I am live streaming and I am not talking about what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. Pixel, you gotta go, baby. Alright, so what I'm trying to figure out is like why it couldn't perform a bunch of those tasks and that it was only using the shell tool. So we got to add some more tools. So if we look at builder. Let's just give it all tools. Bull, actually, I gotta go soon. So what we're working on is a product I launched called Iris, which is a Laravel application that is a chat agent with memories and all sorts of other features. So we're kind of like going through some of the new features that I've added that I haven't really talked about yet. One of them being citation support. So using web search from Anthropic, the tool will like show you citations from information that it pulled. We got proactive messaging, so you can Iris can actually choose to reach out to you based on your guidance. And then you can schedule follow-up check-ins and stuff like that where Iris will reach out to you. And we were just testing out the background agent functionality, and I was wondering while it was struggling performing a bunch of tasks, and it turns out we only had the shell tool registered. So what we're gonna do is just give it all the tools. So it was this registry, get tools. Cool. So now that background sub agent should have a lot more tools available to it to do stuff. So that's a whole bunch of new features that I added to Iris. I actually got to go pick up my son from school, so I'm going to take off for the day. But that was a fun little stream, just kind of like talking about Iris, showing off. We also showed off agent tools using the agent browser tool and pinch tab tool. So we'll see here that I ran a bunch of shell tools, activated the pinch tab skills. So we also have agent skill support. So yeah, so quick stream, nothing super crazy. Yeah, this is a personal project of mine. Bull Shadows asked if this is like a personal project or part of work. This is a personal project of mine. You can go to iris.prismphp.com to see all the details about it. I've kind of built Iris as like an AI that actually knows you. And so it kind of walks through like why it matters beyond memory. We talked about proactive messages, shell commands, task delegation, agent skills, and over in the docs too, it kind of talks a little bit about like who Iris is for. It's designed for developers and technical users who want an AI to grow with them, control over your infrastructure, reference for building AI applications with Laravel and Prism, and then like just kind of as a reference for something built with Claude Code in, I think, a high quality way. So good reference for all of that stuff. So on that note, I got a jet. It was lovely to hang out with y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out on the stream. We will do it again soon.